Welcome to the Sound of the Screen Squad. Like always, I'm Vinny.
Nazi.
Bannon.
And this week we're talking about the 25th anniversary of a classic movie.
God, you're way too happy about this.
Well, yes, I am. I am.
Yeah.
It's a movie from
Your number one movie.
from my childhood.
A Walk to Remember?
No, that was not. No, that was from my childhood, but that's not. This was from my middle school childhood. That was high school childhood.
Ninja
We're,
Turtles?
we're talking about that was not middle school. We're talking about Spice World. Its 25th anniversary is coming up.
Ninja Rat?
Stick around, see what we think. Spice World. Yep.
I hate you.
Spice
hate you.
World. The Spice Girls, right? So, okay. In the 90s.
Oh, do you want me to talk to you?
Wait, what are the names? What are the names? What are the names?
Wait. So, hold on. Let me give you a little let me get a background.
Oh, wow.
This is
gonna get deep.
In the 90s, all we were getting was boy bands. Boy bands and boy bands.
Yeah, and?
And then all of a sudden, we got these 5 chicks, these 5 women's.
Who can't sing.
You shut your mouth.
They
You
can't
shut.
sing individually. They cannot sing
You
individually.
shut. Neither could Brie Larson.
Sorry.
Uh,
Yes, you could,
you see?
She's the next
Look,
Pavarotti.
Look at that. Look at that.
but she can. But she can.
Next poverty. No, but so
Just Canadian pop star.
shut
bro.
your mouth.
Relax.
You shut your mouth. So you have these 5 women that were. It was a group that was just put together, right? It was one of those fabricated groups, just like the boy bands. But
Like En Vogue,
but it was a pop group, right?
without the ability to sing.
Can I finish?
saying.
Can I finish the story, please?
What's the
Can I finish the story? Can you shut your mouth and when I finish the story, please?
Fine.
You just have to
Can
be so
feel the
negative,
hate.
please.
Feel
Please,
the hate
can you?
coming from over there.
Can I just finish, please? Let me just explain what
Can I
happened,
finish?
please. So, in '96 they were put together, and then they became a world phenomenon. Then they made a movie, right? 2 years later, they made it. Well, technically almost a year later, because we didn't get the movie until 1998. Even though the movie came out in '97, at the end of '97, we got it in '98 in the United States. Uh, then all of us they didn't last. Obviously, the Spice Girls didn't last. They broke up. But
Why?
wow,
What happened?
they just broke up. Like all other groups, they just break up. They didn't last the 2000s. They did not last through the 2000s at all. But we ended up we did get
I
this
wonder
we did
why.
get this gem of a movie, right? Because they wanted to bleed, they wanted to suck the money out of the public because of their love of the Spice Girls. We got Spice World, or as it was known in other parts of the world, Spice World the movie.
They wanted to get the grabby little hands on you. Yeah.
Sure, whatever you say. They tried to make a movie that was in the vein of A Hard Day's Night, right? And
Very much like it.
so much like A Hard Day's Night.
Wow, you know what's better?
Not
Even
like
the,
not like
even the accents.
yeah, yep.
What do you want to do? Do you want to go do this movie? I think we do.
But
That's exactly what they sounded like.
Yeah.
We got a documentary in the background.
but not even but it's not
With
even
Sir Alan Cummings.
Okay, for my
but that's the whole thing about this movie. It's mainly all cameos. But the thing is, you have to be. I think the thing about this movie is you really had to be British, and now you really have to be British to know all these people.
You mean
Right.
like George Wendt from Cheers?
Well, who knows George Wendt now?
I do.
You know
know
George.
George Wendt.
We know George Wendt, but anyone who watches this movie now doesn't
The
know
late
George
great
Wendt.
George.
Who
Wendt.
knows
Oh, he's dead. That's right.
who knows Mark who knew
No,
Mark
did he?
McKinney?
Really?
I don't know. I think he's still
I do.
alive. He's still alive. Who? But other than that, people those are the only 2 Americans other than
Mark McKinney?
yeah,
McKinney? You mean Kids in the Hall?
yeah. And then those are
The
the only
Canadian group?
those are the only 2 people that are non-British people in the movie.
Sir Alan Cummings?
Those are the 2 only
Sir.
Those are the 2.
I think he was knighted actually.
Those are the only 2
Get outta here.
Those are the
I
2
think so. I think he
non-British
has.
people in the movie. Everybody else are British like
So
cameos.
you're gonna look straight into his camera and tell me that people don't know Nightcrawler?
He was in makeup.
He looked the same except blue.
What was the movie?
Oh no, my bad. The only I forgot completely. Meatloaf. I forgot the best
yeah,
cameo in the movie. Meatloaf.
That's right.
Yeah.
Late great Meatloaf.
But I won't do that.
Yeah, he had to throw that in there, right? He had to. I love those girls, but I won't do that.
I was missing his big giant breasts.
Fight
You
Club.
leave Robert
Fight Club.
Paulson alone.
I am Robert Paulson. But but this movie was literally a hard night. But it's not as bad as people made it out to be. I remember you shut your mouth before I smack you. You don't say anything bad about this movie. I will punch you. I remember you shut it. You shut it. I will mute you. I will kick you out of this. I will kick you out of this room now.
This movie's hard to watch.
This coming from somebody who enjoys the Medea movies.
First of all, hallelujah.
He does have a point.
No, I point them out because hey, someone's gonna
Because you
review
love
them.
him.
If you ever look online, no one ever reviews them.
Yeah, I wonder
There's a
why.
reason. There's a reason.
Exactly.
I wonder why.
If we review it, we'll be like, hey, you know what? Someone might actually, be like, hey, stop it, sir. You need to stop making these movies.
No. There's no one reviews it in hopes that no one
traffic.
no one reviews those movies in hopes that they stop making them so that they don't exist. If you don't acknowledge them, they'll never exist, right? That's the whole point. No,
Is that
but
true?
but the thing about this movie is that you have a lot of British cameos. But it's like older, obviously, because it was in the 90s.
Like,
Right? Well, you have Bob Hoskins, right? Yeah, Bob Hoskins,
R.I.P.
Right?
Roger
You mean
Rabbit.
Eddie Valiant?
Eddie Valiant, yeah, Bob Hoskins. Well, obviously,
Mario?
yeah, obviously you have
Mario.
you have Hugh Laurie,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
You,
from House.
House, right? You have
That was when he was still part of the comedy crew. Laurie and what's his name? Oh,
Stephen Fry.
there you go, Laurie and Fry.
Hardy. Laurie and Hardy.
You have Riff Raff from the Rocky Horror.
Yeah, that was a rough one because without makeup he looks
Like Riff, he looks like Riff Raff
It
from the
looks
Rocky
right-
Horror.
it
He
looks
looks
the
the
same.
same. I don't know what you're talking about. He looks the same. The photographer. I knew I had seen him in other movies, and I forgot the movie. But it's Dominic West. Dominic West. I've seen him in other
No,
movies.
that person
yeah.
I didn't know.
Another guy who was usually a bad guy and stuff.
Yeah, he's been obviously the manager was Richard E. Grant. You've seen him in other movies. No, obviously we talked about
Stephen
Meatloaf.
Fry.
We talked about Stephen Fry. Yeah, Stephen Fry was in it.
Elton John.
Elton John. Yeah, Elton John was one of the first cameos in the movie at the beginning. Elvis Costello.
Exactly.
Elvis Costello.
Yeah, Bob Geldof. There's a lot of people. But I mean, this makes sense. Who wrote it?
How
I mean-
are you gonna glance over Bond?
That's
Well,
right.
well,
That's right.
You said he
One of the best
You said he
Bonds.
doesn't count. You said he didn't count last time.
No.
No, he's a Bond. He's not the Bond.
No, he's not the Bond, but
He's
he is one of the best.
One of the best Bonds.
Yeah, it goes Connery, Moore.
He
Ri-
brought in
Richard
the,
Everybody else.
Richard Grieco.
Hell yeah.
Richard Greek.
Hey, Richard Grieco was
I count License to Kill, or was it License? What is that? What's that movie? Is it? No, really.
no, you had it. You had it.
Is
right.
that was that the right?
Yeah.
Is that the right movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll say that. 'cause I'm not sure.
I'll allow it.
It's not. I don't think it's that. I don't think it's License to Kill.
Are you sure? Isn't that the one with
Nah,
Richard
you gotta
Grieco?
look it up.
No, I gotta remember.
I'll look it up. Fine.
Because
Um,
I'm gonna die. That's all I'm gonna think about. Richard Grieco, License to Kill.
I swear he was a Bond. That's what I remember. He was
No.
Bond. Bondish. He was in
looks
Bond.
could kill.
If looks could kill. That's what it
yeah,
is.
Okay.
Well,
So
now
I was close to it. But it was. But I mean,
Now he looks at a character he played on 21 Jump Street, all like strung up.
But this movie, I rewatched it, and it's not as bad as I remember going to the movie theater. I remember going to the movie theater and watching this, because again, I was a fan of, like, in junior high. This was one of those, like, those.
don't say was. Don't say was.
I still have their song. This is one of those those what are they called?
Guilty pleasures.
Guilty pleasures, right? I still have the music on my Apple Music. I still play their music. I still play their music, right? It's still that stuff is still there. It's still the guilty pleasures.
Giving you a.
Yeah,
That's right.
Listen to his
Jams.
words.
Jams, the bangers, banger after banger, all 5 of them, and all 5 songs.
Now, what has happened to
What's
the
wink?
the
What's
Spice
wink?
Girls?
What the hell?
What?
What has happened to the Spice Girls? I know
Well,
Mel B is
Vic,
hosting stuff.
Victoria,
Well, she
Victoria,
also
Is yeah,
Victoria
no,
Victoria is
became a
super
Beckham.
rich.
Became a
Yeah.
Beckham. She became a Beckham.
so she didn't have to do anything.
Mel B became
Yeah.
a host. Mel C is still a singer. Emma is still.
Well, Mo B also makes her money off of Eddie Murphy, so I'm just
That's true. She gave birth to an Eddie Murphy baby.
Yeah.
Well, who
Really
did?
don't
Like,
give you
who
that
didn't?
baby.
Who didn't? Right? A lot of.
Hercules.
hey, Nick Cannon wants to be just like him, so it's fine.
It's true.
I guess.
He's like on his 75th kid. Mel C's still a singer. Jerry.
Wait, but at least
Jerry
Eddie Murphy
too,
has
right?
talent.
That's true. Beverly Hills
Yeah.
Cop 4 coming up.
At least Eddie Murphy has talent because I know what Nick Cannon does.
He keeps trying to revive that one show, the insult show. What was it called?
No, you mean
Yeah.
Wildin' Out. Wildin' Out. Yeah.
Well, first off, he's the host of The Masked Singer.
Wow.
Second,
Great credits.
he keeps trying to revive, trying to point out that he does music.
Ryan Seacrest
When
is
in
a
reality,
host, and he
everybody
has
does
no
music goes,
talent
Not
either.
really. Well, Ryan Seacrest just stands in front of something.
Well, that's what
That's
Nick
how he does.
Cannon does.
Kinda.
Sorta.
He's an MC more anything than like a
MC.
master of ceremonies. Not a rapper, though he does say he is a rapper, allegedly.
Anyway,
Whatever.
no more Nick Cannon
You're
talk.
you're kind of
cares?
veering off the main topic here. We're talking about
That's the
Spice Girls,
the
guys.
Nickelodeon
Some-
rap.
Listen here, we're talking about the Spice Girls here.
Nick Cannon's music's better than Spice Girls. I'm
You
just saying.
shut your mouth.
Okay.
Name one Nick Cannon song.
Oh,
No one can.
Exactly.
That's a trick question.
Exactly. So name a Spice Girls song. You just named like 5 of them. So shut your mouth.
I could take a dump and it's I can name like at least 3.
Uh-huh.
Exactly. That makes no sense. I have no idea. You stop drinking. Stop drinking so early.
It's too early.
Starts.
No, but but again, I
Who
remember
said I ended?
I remember watching this movie in theaters. Again, I think I was what 13, 14 years old when this movie came out. Mind you, it's like
You know that says a lot, by the
yeah,
way.
well, duh. No, duh, right?
I
So
was 12, 13 when this movie came out, and
I went in a kid. It came out a man, right? But it was
I had my bris during the movie. Crazy. Bris, you know.
I'm not Jewish, but shut your mouth.
Uh,
That's a stupid joke.
whatever.
You didn't get it till last year.
Uh-huh.
I got mine 5 years ago.
But it's again, I rewatched it. I'm like, the jokes aren't funny, but it's not a horrible movie, right? It's not a horrible movie. But again, like you watch Hard Day's Night, all the jokes don't hit.
No,
But it's not a-
no.
it's
Hard
not
Day's
a-
Night is good though.
But it's not it's not a horrible movie, right?
Just like Hard Day's Night, it's a huge cameo fest.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
But the difference
there are
with
no cameos in.
but the difference with the Hard
It's just a Beatles.
but the,
Hey,
no
look,
no
it's
but the
Paul.
difference but the difference with the
that Ringo?
Blisters on my fingers.
But the difference with a Hard Day's Night is that it has the charm, right? There's this charm about a Hard Day's Night.
Yeah,
That,
the little grandpa, the little clean
yeah,
grandpa.
and then you try to, but then you try to put that charm into this movie. They try to do more to this movie than they should have, right? It's because again, this is not a bad movie. It's just not a great movie.
I love how you keep emphasizing that it's not a bad movie.
Right, because it's not horrible. It's not horrible, but it's not great. It's not
You're
like amazing. It's not a bad vehicle. But then it's what they tried to do with all these pop stars at the time after this.
Yeah, the movie's basically all middle.
Yeah,
There's no real beginning or end. It's just a middle.
yeah.
Yeah.
It just starts. It's literally just let's play their music. Let's have them do music. Let's just do music. Let's just sing. Let's just do
It's
this.
a compilation of music videos. What it is.
Well,
Okay.
it was Moonwalker, but
Yeah.
that was better.
yeah,
The Spice Girls, but see,
dare
the
you.
Spice Girls at least they come off really. I think they're charming. I think they're funny. They do certain things. It's just everything around them is ridiculous. Even like Alan Cummings' character makes no sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's ridiculous the way they used him.
The
The
documentary
acting is
and all that
bad.
stuff. Yeah.
The acting is bad even for him. Roger. It's ridiculous. Everything that's happening around them is ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
that's
missed,
that.
I
That
missed that for a second. What did he say?
he said, Roger.
Moore.
Yeah.
Oh, did I
Yeah.
freeze?
Yeah.
Roger Moore was ridiculous.
Yeah.
It-
I mean,
But
he got paid a good chunk of money to just
oh, you know, just,
stroke a cat.
but you,
he
you
was
also got
he was waiting to get on that boat.
yeah, damn it.
Boat trip, baby, boat trip.
His
a
best
good
cameo
movie.
ever.
At
That
least,
is a
at
good-
least kiss me first. Best scene ever. Best scene ever.
I do like that movie.
See, that's a guilty pleasure. Because
Yeah.
that is one of the movies
Oh,
that
I didn't say
had-
this.
had-
I didn't say this movie was a guilty pleasure. I said Spice.
Yeah, you did.
I said
It's
Spice
considered.
Girls. I said Spice Girls are my guilty pleasure. Not
This
the movie.
is considered. This movie is considered a guilty pleasure because it's one of those.
It's nowhere to
bad
be found.
movies.
It's nowhere to be found.
Yeah.
You cannot.
Plus,
You can't.
it's like
stream it.
those. It's so bad it's good. Maybe.
Yeah, you can't buy this movie. You can't.
Yeah.
That's the problem. You have to own this already on DVD, right? To be able to see this, because you can't buy it on VOD. You can't find it anywhere.
You can do that Voodoo. If you have the Blu-ray, you can do the Voodoo.
Yeah,
transfer.
you can if you have it. Only if you have it. But that's the only way you can do it. You cannot buy this if you can't buy this on VOD.
I think
It's
I
not
might
on
save it in
4K.
storage.
Yeah, that's the only way you can have it. That's the only
think-
way you can.
I think you bought it on DVD, right?
Oh yeah, a long time ago.
Yeah, I think I might have it in storage.
Oh, there you go. You're gonna have to voodoo that thing.
That's the only way.
That voodoo that you do.
Yeah, it's the only way that I was able to watch this movie.
I mean, it's the reason a lot of people. I mean, this movie's not good.
Again, like I said, it's not good, but there's something about it that it's enjoyable. It's not horrible, but I can sit through the movie. It's not something that I would be like, let me turn this off.
All right, it was dozing off.
But it is something that is stuck in that time, because it is a 90s movie. You can tell it's a 90s movie. Right? It's a movie within that time frame, because of course it's about based on that group. And then everyone after that, they tried to milk everybody, like every pop star. Of course, Britney Spears, they had that movie, right?
Crossroads.
Yeah. Then they I'm glad they
Whatever.
didn't.
That's Ralph Macchio.
Her and Ralph Macchio went out looking for a guitar player.
Blues singer?
Yeah, something like that. No, but then don't even get me started.
With Zoe Saldana.
Yeah, no, but then they. I'm glad they didn't try to make one with NSYNC, but they did. Armageddon On. They should have tried. They should have made that one. Armageddon On. They should have made that one. I would have watched that one.
No, I would have watched a whole parody movie, yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
Like-
Armageddon
no,
On.
like a top secret kind of movie.
Armageddon On.
Yeah.
That's what I would have watched.
This is kind of a little bit like that.
It's a self-parody movie.
Well, this
Yeah.
is but this is one of those movies. Just like vignette after vignette. There's no real story in this movie,
No.
and then I didn't even realize
It is like a hard day's night,
Yeah.
because it starts off with them trying to get to the show at the end.
Albert Hall. One day I'm gonna go to Albert Hall. I want to see that place in person.
But that's what happens in the with the Beatles. They're rehearsing and they got to get to that one show on TV.
Yep. That's exactly what happened in this movie. That's literally the same story.
Same
because
story.
it would bring us to the world peace. No.
Paul's big fat cunt. That's yeah. Walk hard.
Big fat cunts.
Paul's big fat cunt. That's
Hey guys, don't fight, yeah. Let's just drum it out. Ringo, you twat. I need you to go away.
And then George
Ringo.
Harrison walks off. I
Yeah.
quit.
yeah.
He gets stabbed in the back.
I
by
still have to
everybody.
finish watching that. That's the longest documentary of
Get
my
Back?
life. Yeah.
Oh, it was good though.
I know. I started watching it, but it's the
was really
longest
good.
documentary of my life.
It was like 8 hours, I think.
Yeah, but a lot of the times they're just sitting there. That's the problem. They're just sitting there for a lot of it.
Yeah, but you watch them talk to each other and how they
And they're just doing it.
processed and created and all that stuff.
They're just
Pretty
drinking.
cool.
And, they're just drinking and smoking.
You know
When
what I
Paul
was
comes up
thinking?
with the bass riff for
Mhm.
Get Back.
You know, I was thinking we can walk down this road. It'd be a great picture. Great picture. Take a picture down at the crosswalk. You walk here, I walk.
All
here, you
right,
walk
stretching it out,
Yeah.
stretching it out, easy.
Just do wacko.
I know that's all you're doing. Uh,
How are you feeling? Well, I feel fine.
Oh, need a psychiatrist.
How do you feel with my hands? What are you feeling? My shirt? Sorry.
Uh,
wow.
Animaniacs, and their worst episode is better than this
in
movie.
Spice World.
Okay,
I'm not denying
I-
that. I'm not denying.
I-
Again, I
I
never
would-
said this was the greatest movie ever.
I
This
would
is still
rather-
this is
I
still
would
better than
rather-
That's
any
not what you were
Medea.
saying yesterday.
This is still better than the Medea movie.
no. Sadly enough, no,
This is still better than any Medea movie.
no, because that has a beginning and an end. Okay,
Yeah, the end is when I turn off the Medea movie.
and then it doesn't have a bunch of
On the
shite
opening credits.
doesn't have a bunch of shite music throughout the
Oh,
whole
the
thing.
Medea movies? Yes, they do.
Oh, they have shite church music. Big difference. And they always have like some ladies over singing it. That's not the point.
I've never. The only time I watched the Medea movie was that time you made me watch that ridiculous one.
We've reviewed 3. You've only seen 1.
We have not reviewed 3 movies.
I think we have.
No, we
Yeah,
haven't.
we have.
And you keep choosing them.
They're all you. They're all you.
Yeah.
They're all you.
I'm waiting for Tyler Perry to make one.
But you see, but what makes what makes
another 20. Relax.
what makes
Yeah.
sense, about this movie is who wrote it and around what time this was made. This is all produced by the people who made American
George
Idol.
Weinstein?
American Idol, right?
Well,
George
that's,
Weinstein.
George Weinstein. Who's that?
George Wendt, sorry.
This is all the people who did American Idol, right?
Simon Cowell. It was Simon Cowell.
No,
He
Simon Fuller, right? The American Idol. He was one of the hosts.
Okay,
But-
Simon
I would
Cowell.
rather watch from Justin to Kelly than this movie.
I'm gonna make you review that one then.
I like Justin Kelly.
I know you do.
Oh
I need
no, great.
I know you do. I know you like that.
I thought Simon Cowell was the guy. He found him, or isn't he the one that put him together?
The Spice Girls? No, not the Spice Girls.
No.
No.
What did he do?
One Direction.
Oh,
I
One
believe
Direction.
he put One Direction. I believe he put
No.
One Direction together, right? I believe it had something to do with One Direction. I don't know.
He did
that,
something before. I think it was the Spice Girls.
No, I don't
that-
think so.
That Harry Styles is a talent.
Shut your mouth.
Yeah. For that one. Wait, what was that movie? That one.
Oh boy, darling.
Oh yeah. Ugh. What was that?
Oh, boy.
I haven't seen
Oh,
it.
was it?
Something, darling.
Darling.
Skip to my Lou. Skip to my Lou.
Yeah, that movie. Yeah, that movie. Trash.
The Olivia Wilde directed movie. Gotcha.
Directed.
It should have been Shia LaBeouf. And then
LaBeouf.
instead of-
Boof.
LaBeouf.
I say LeBeau.
Well, you're saying it wrong.
I don't give a fuck.
Well, you
Has it been 10
should
minutes?
probably. No, but yeah, it's it was all. Yeah, this was all done. This movie was all like literally was. They were the group was put together in '96. Movie came out in '97. They really just milked the Spice Girls for all they were worth, and then they broke up. They literally broke up. I believe maybe like 2 years after this movie. Because after Spice World, there was no other albums that they came out with.
Well, first of all, as soon as Jerry left, Jerry Halliwell,
Mm-hmm.
Howell,
Mm-hmm.
after she left,
Ginger Spice, get it right.
sure, or Sexy Spice, depending how far along you were a fan.
It was Ginger Spice always.
Briefly, Sexy Spice.
Ginger
Whatever.
Spice always.
Not the point. So the point is, she was gone, and they tried to make it as a foursome, and people realized, oh, that's right. They don't have the ability to do that with 4, for some reason. They're not like En Vogue, who can pull it off because they all can sing.
You and En Vogue. What's up with you and En Vogue? En Vogue was 1992. Live in the now.
First of all, as you're talking about 96, 97, 24 years apart. Yeah.
I had a crush on all of those.
En Vogue.
Yeah,
Oh, Don
all of them
Robinson.
in Vogue.
Never
Robinson.
gonna get it. Never gonna get it.
I know.
Yeah, wow.
I had to live with the idea that I'm never gonna get it.
And you never
That's my
did.
theme song. That's my theme song.
I was like, whoa, 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 whoa.
Anyway, Spice World.
The 25th, and it's been 25 years since that movie
And
came
someone
out.
brought it up
Mm.
for some reason.
And it wasn't me.
I know, right?
I didn't even realize it was 25 years since that movie came
Well,
out.
no. Well, he would have noticed it if it wasn't for the fact that something got posted about it, and someone said, "Look, 25 years. Oh, really? 25 years? That's
Yeah,
all right."
well, yeah, because
And-
I don't know anything about the Spice Girls.
Yeah, and
I had a.
I didn't listen to them when they came out.
Well,
and-
it wasn't your time. That's what you were older
Yeah.
already at that point.
yeah.
You were like 35.
hmm I was busy making my own Spice Girls.
Yeah.
Mm.
You're already having children's. I was only 13. So it made sense. I was there. I remember going to the movie theaters watching this movie. Campus Theater, Santa Monica, in Vermont.
Why do we always call it
Campus.
campus?
No, because
Because we're brown.
yeah.
And we are.
Automatically.
You're not.
Apparently, everything has an accent.
Yes.
Hey, look, it's the campus theater.
Well, that's how it was. That's how it was presented to us from our mom.
Yeah.
Right? She
It's
said,
on-
"We're
it's
gonna
on
the
the corner
That's what
campus."
she would call it.
Yeah.
We,
That's
wouldn't,
we
we weren't
didn't
gonna
know.
correct her.
We didn't know any
It's-
better.
It's
Hey,
on
bro,
the,
that's the campus.
The Campus Theater.
it's on the corner of
Which-
Vermont,
It doesn't exist anymore.
Santa Monica.
It
I know
doesn't exist anymore, right? But
I
that was the movie theater that I went to go see that one. Then I saw Titanic there too. I remember seeing that. Not double feature, but it was just I remember seeing Spice World there.
Hey, that's coming out this year again.
4K. And
4K?
and 4K
Titanic.
restoration. 4K restoration. Just milking
what-
James Cameron just milking all his movies because he's
No,
trying to
what
make
else
more
does he
money.
have? He doesn't have anything.
Now he needs to make the other Avatar now apparently.
He needs more money for it.
Yep, he needs
He's
to make
running
more.
out of money.
Yep.
Yeah, divorce is like that.
Yep, it does it to you. But yeah, I really just can't believe it's been 25 years since I saw this movie in theaters, and
To quote a great musical legend, Weird Al, yeah, it's all about the alimony. Alimony. My shoes, my pants, to my toothbrush too. Oh yeah, so sad, so mad. Anyways, go on.
you know what? You should take over the talking duties of this episode. Then
You know, I should. This movie is horrible. How dare you make us watch this? I literally, I started cutting myself because of this movie. It's
Oh,
not-
wait, relax.
I wanted to feel something.
I'm gonna make you feel something soon.
Gross.
Mhm. Smack you right in the mouth.
Oh, okay.
You
That's
keep
fine.
you keep cutting over me again, all the time. You always.
You
You're just very disrespectful. You're a very disrespectful
How
person.
dare you?
Very disrespectful person. One day I'm gonna knock 3 of your teeth out.
It's fine. It'll
The
be-
front ones. The
Nice.
front ones.
So Spice World, 25 years, ladies and gentlemen.
25 years, and they did come out with a 25th anniversary CD. Even though even though the album is like what I think like 23 minutes, something like that, 40 minutes. The soundtrack. Somehow they pulled out 117 minutes on a special edition like album.
So the Benny Hill soundtrack.
But yet-
Again.
I'm right in the middle of saying something. What did I just say? What did I just say?
Don't interrupt me.
Thank you. But yeah, so I have no idea where they're pulling out all this extra content, but yet they're still not releasing another like a cleaner version of this movie that's not on DVD.
Maybe they are.
Nothing's been explained. There's nothing on VOD, no 4K, none of that stuff.
I want the Dolby Atmos version.
That's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
gross.
Shut up.
Give me a remastered 3D.
No, you... yeah, because you don't want those faces in 4K.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Back then, yes, you do.
That makeup on? No, just you'll see.
I
You'll see the
don't know. I don't know what they look like.
There's
The only one
so
I've ever seen
pixelated.
is Mel B.
Now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He doesn't know you don't know what they looked like back then. So yeah, no, it's like this. I think because it's 25th anniversary. I mean, they're still a big draw. I mean, even a few years ago, people were still selling out their tickets when they did their reunion, even though it was only still four of them. But
Who?
the Spice Girls when they reunited
Who was missing?
Beckham.
Beckham. Oh,
No, she doesn't need to do it.
Yeah,
yeah, she doesn't.
got that Beckham money.
Mm-hmm.
right? So
She
But-
has a deeper voice. Go figure.
she's the
Hello, ladies.
she's the baritone of the group, right?
No, I'm talking about her and her husband.
Yeah,
Uh,
David Beckham.
She doesn't.
David Beckham's got-
She's the baritone of the group.
She's the bass.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ba 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 boom, ba 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 boom.
He doesn't know what baritone is.
Yeah, I know. It's okay. It's all right. But yeah, it's 25 years. But hopefully we get some sort of remaster at least.
No,
I do. I
Just-
would want it. I would want it.
just be happy. They celebrated 25 years.
The movie, at least, it's not been destroyed.
Mm-mm.
Like
Well, then maybe they are trying to destroy that.
maybe
That's
it's
why it hasn't been
just,
released.
just trying to get rid of it. Yeah, well, we'll see what happens in the next 25 years, because they were, and I guess even for the little amount of time that they were actually a group around, they made a big impact and were part of the cultural phenomenon, and they were a cultural phenomenon, and they made a big
And their music was used for other things.
for a lot of things,
Yeah, so
right? So.
That I don't think any of them own the rights to.
And they're still big, and like they're still popular in the in like even in the UK. Not maybe not here in the United States anymore, but they're still known. There's a generation here that still knows of the Spice Girls. And when they, like I said, when they toured here, when they did a couple shows here, they sold out quick a few years ago. But you never know. You never know. But it's 25 years. If you haven't seen, if you're even at the age to know the Spice World, if you haven't seen it, I mean. It's a film. It's a film that isn't.
Yeah.
It's not the greatest, but it's not the worst. I enjoyed it. It's not like it took me back to being that 13-year-old boy again.
the Spice Girls are Vinny's Brie Larson.
I'm not. Don't take it to that extent.
No, Mandy Morris is Brie Larson.
Yeah. There you go.
And Brie Larson's not even my Brie Larson. So that's very weird.
No, Brie Larson is your Brie Larson.
No.
Anne Hathaway's
Yes.
is Brie Larson.
Hathaway.
No. Winona
Brie
Ryder's
Hathaway.
Winona Ryder's my Brie Hathaway.
Brie Hathaway, huh?
Yeah. She's my Brie Hathaway.
All right. Well, on that note, guys, this has
Oh,
been
wait.
Vinny.
Phoebe Cates. Yeah.
Phoebe Cates.
She doesn't.
Wow.
She doesn't.
Stop living in the past, bro. She hasn't made a movie in like 50 years.
Yeah.
And she hasn't aged a bit.
Yeah, she has. Yeah, she
Kevin
has.
Kline has.
He's aged her. On that note, guys, this has been Vinny.
This is Ozzy.
I
Well, I'll see you guys next week.
Don't watch this movie.
Bye, Felicia. Here's looking at you, kid. In case I don't see you. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.